Welcome to Buddha Story Haven. Tonight's journey is gentle, warm, and crafted to soothe the heart into deep, peaceful sleep. Before we begin, take a soft breath in and a long, slow breath out. Let your body melt into stillness. Let your mind loosen its grip. Let the heart settle into a calm, steady rhythm. As you relax, feel free to share in the comments where you're listening from tonight. Your presence adds to the circle of peaceful souls gathered here around these soft Buddhist stories. Tonight, the Dharma comes to you like a warm blanket, soft, comforting, quieting every part of you that longs for rest. Let the night hold you. Let the stories cradle you. Let the Dharma settle your heart. And now we begin. Story 1: The Warm Bowl of Dharma Soup. In a tiny temple kitchen, an old monk prepared a nightly pot of Dharma soup for anyone who needed comfort. But the soup contained no special herbs, just warm water, rice, and a little salt. When a troubled villager came to him one evening and asked, "What makes your soup so calming?" The monk smiled and replied, "It is not the soup that soothes you, it is the warmth." He handed the villager a bowl. The steam rose softly. The warmth seeped into the villager's hands, then into his chest, then deep into his weary heart. Tonight, imagine holding that warm bowl. Feel its heat soften the tightness inside you. Let the warmth spread through your arms, your chest, your breathing, your soul. The Dharma heals gently like warm soup on a quiet night. Story 2: The Candle of the Steady Heart. A monk once lit a small candle to guide him through a stormy evening. The wind howled outside the temple walls, but the candle's flame flickered only slightly, never going out. A young novice asked, "How does it stay so steady in such strong wind?" The monk replied, "It is steady because the flame does not resist the wind. It sways with it." The novice watched the candle more closely. Each time the wind pushed, the flame leaned gently, and then stood upright again. Tonight, be like that candle. Let your breath sway softly. Let your thoughts drift without struggle. Let your heart remain steady even as the day's winds blow behind you. You are not fragile. You are steady, soft but unbroken. Story 3: The Dharma Cat Who Slept Without Worry. Near a peaceful monastery lived a cat who always seemed perfectly content. She curled herself into a ball each night, purring softly, eyes half closed, never anxious, never restless. One night a monk asked her, "Why do you sleep so peacefully?" The cat opened one eye and replied without words, simply stretching her body long and letting it collapse into perfect relaxation. The monk understood. The cat slept well because she trusted the night. Tonight, let yourself be like the Dharma cat. Stretch gently, settle deeply, trust the night fully. Let your body soften into whatever shape feels safe. Let the day go. The night is your blanket. Story 4: The Heart That Became a Lantern. A young monk struggled with worry. His heart felt heavy, as if holding shadows. One evening, the master placed a lantern in his hands and said, "Close your eyes." The monk obeyed. "Do you feel the warmth?" the master asked. "Yes, that warmth comes from within you. You only think it comes from the lantern." The monk opened his eyes and saw that the lantern had no candle inside. Yet his palms still felt warm. The master smiled. "Your heart is a lantern. It glows when you stop fearing the dark. Tonight, let your heart glow softly. Let warmth rise from within. Let the shadows dissolve beneath the light you already carry. Your heart is steady. Your heart is radiant. Your heart is safe." Story 5: The Quiet Cup That Emptied Itself. There was once a cup used every evening for tea. After many years, the cup cracked slightly, but the monks still used it with care. One night, after tea, the master set the cup on the table. The crack allowed a small stream of tea to slowly drip out. A monk gasped, "The cup is broken." The master shook his head. "No, it is releasing what it no longer needs." The monks watched as the last bit of tea trickled out, leaving the cup completely empty and perfectly ready for tomorrow's fresh tea. Tonight, allow yourself to release what no longer needs to be held. Let your worries drip out. Let your thoughts empty softly. Let your heart become a quiet, open cup. Emptiness is not loss. It is readiness for peace. Story 6, The Pillow of Passing Clouds. At the edge of a monastery garden, there was a soft grassy hill where monks often lay down to watch clouds drift through the sky. A novice asked his teacher, "Why do we watch the clouds every evening?" The teacher lay down beside him and whispered, "Because clouds teach the heart to let go." They watched as one cloud shaped like a mountain faded, and another shaped like a dragon appeared, then dissolved into nothingness. "See," the teacher said, "no cloud stays, no worry does either. Tonight, imagine resting your head on a pillow of passing clouds. Let every thought float above you and drift quietly away. Nothing stays, everything moves. Let the sky carry your mind toward sleep." Story 7. The Monk and the Bowl of Golden Light. In a small meditation room, a monk kept a simple wooden bowl used only at night. When he couldn't sleep, he placed the bowl before him and breathed slowly into it. A soft glow seemed to fill the bowl, not from a candle, but from the monk's own calm. A student once asked, "How does the bowl shine without fire?" The monk smiled. "It holds my quiet. When I calm my breath, even empty things glow." Tonight, imagine placing your worries in a wooden bowl beside you. As your breath softens, as your heart settles, as your thoughts loosen, the bowl glows with peace. Your calm lights the world around you. Let that glow soothe you deeper into rest. Story 8, The Blanket Woven from Moonlight. A traveling monk once arrived at a village where no one could sleep. Night after night, the villagers tossed and turned, troubled by dreams and worry. The monk stood under the moon and began weaving long, slow motions with his hands as if gathering the moonlight. "What are you doing?" a child asked. "Making a blanket," the monk replied. "A blanket woven from quiet." He placed this invisible blanket over the villagers one by one, and soon, their bodies relaxed, breaths deepened, eyelids softened. They slept peacefully for the first time in weeks. Tonight, imagine a blanket of moonlight warming your shoulders, covering your chest, wrapping your legs, softening your entire body. This is the blanket of Dharma, soft, silent, soothing. Let it comfort you all the way into sleep. Story 9, The Dharma Drum That Beat Without Sound. In a temple hall lived a large drum used to call monks to meditation. But at night, the monks said the drum played even when no one touched it. A young monk stayed awake one evening to listen for himself. As the temple grew quiet, he felt something, not heard it, but felt it. A deep, slow rhythm pulsed through the hall, aligning perfectly with his heartbeat. He realized the drum wasn't playing at all. His own heart was echoing in the silence. The next morning, he told the master, "The drum plays without sound." The master smiled. "Yes, because peace is a rhythm, not a noise. Tonight, let your heartbeat be the silent Dharma drum. Feel its steady, calming rhythm under your hand, in your chest, through your whole being. Your heart knows how to soothe you. Let its rhythm guide you to rest." Story 10, The Garden of Slow Footsteps. Behind the monastery was a hidden garden where monks practiced slow walking meditation. Each step was gentle, each breath soft, each movement deliberate. A visitor once rushed into the garden, full of anxiety. He asked a monk, "How can walking slowly help my mind?" The monk pointed to a small stone path lined with fallen petals. "Walk," he said, "and notice what moves with you and what falls away." The visitor walked slowly. With each step, he felt tension drop from his shoulders. With each breath, his chest lightened. With each movement, something softened inside him. Tonight, imagine taking slow steps through that peaceful garden. Soft petals under your feet, warm air on your skin. Feel the day fall away with every step toward deeper sleep. Story 11. The Monk and the Gentle Night Breeze. Every evening, a monk sat outside the monastery to greet the night breeze as if it were an old friend. A novice once asked, "Why do you sit out here when the breeze cannot speak to you?" The monk smiled gently. "Oh, it speaks, just not with words." He closed his eyes and let the breeze touch his face. Cool, soft, soothing. "It tells me," he whispered, that even the air knows how to comfort. The novice sat beside him and felt it too. The quiet embrace of the night breeze, the calm it carried, the stillness it offered. Tonight, imagine the gentle night breeze moving across your skin, cool, soft, comforting. Let it quiet your thoughts. Let it smooth your breath. Let it soothe the tender parts of your mind. The night is full of comfort if you let it touch you. Story 12: The Lantern That Guarded Dreams. In a small hut near the edge of a forest lived an elderly monk whose lantern was known to guard dreams. Every night before sleep, he hung the lantern outside his door so its warm light cast a protective glow over the sleeping village. A young villager once asked, "Does the lantern keep nightmares away?" The monk gently shook his head. "No, it reminds the heart that it is safe enough to dream freely." That night, the villager slept deeply for the first time in months. Tonight, imagine a lantern glowing softly outside your room, guarding your peace, warming the darkness, reminding your heart, you are safe here. Let this safety soften you into deep, dream-filled rest. Story 13: The Soft Sound of Folding Robes. Inside the monastery, there was a familiar evening ritual, the soft sound of monks folding their robes. No words, no hurry, only the gentle rustling of fabric being smoothed and folded. A traveler witnessed this ritual and asked, "Why is this moment so calming?" A monk replied, "It is not the folding, it is the care. When we move gently, the heart grows gentle too." The traveler closed his eyes and listened. Soft fabric, quiet breaths, slow movements. He felt his worries dissolve into the stillness of the room. Tonight, imagine those soft sounds, cloth brushing cloth, monks moving with care. Let this gentle rhythm slow your thoughts and wrap your heart in quiet. Move gently in your mind, and it will become gentle too. Story 14: The Pillow Filled with Kind Thoughts. In a remote village, a kind old woman sewed pillows for the monks traveling through the region. But she filled the pillows not just with cotton. She whispered kind wishes into each one. May this pillow bring rest. May this pillow soften your worries. May this pillow give you gentle dreams. Monks traveling through the village always slept deeply with these pillows beneath their heads. One monk asked her, "What is the secret inside?" The woman smiled. "Softness," she said, "and kindness." Tonight, imagine resting your head on a pillow filled with kind thoughts. Thoughts that whisper peace, thoughts that hold you gently, thoughts that care for you as you drift into sleep. Your dreams deserve kindness. So does your heart. Story 15: The Healing Hands of the Quiet Monk. There was a monk known throughout the valley not for his words, but for his calming presence. When villagers felt overwhelmed, they visited him. The monk never gave advice. Instead, he simply placed his hands lightly on theirs. His touch was gentle, warm, steady. A child asked him once, "How do your hands heal people?" The monk smiled softly. "They don't heal people. They remind people that they are not alone." Tonight, imagine those quiet, steady hands. Hands filled with warmth, kindness, and calm, resting gently on your own. Feel the reassurance spread through you. You are not alone. Your heart can rest. Your breath can soften. Let that gentle presence carry you closer to sleep. Story 16: The Night the Dharma Sang. It was said that on certain nights, the Dharma itself would sing through the bamboo grove near the monastery. One evening, a young monk wandered into the grove, unable to sleep. As he sat among the tall stalks, a soft humming rose in the wind, a sound like distant chanting, peaceful, rhythmic, as if the night was offering a lullaby. The monk rested his head against a bamboo stem and whispered, "This is the sound my heart has been waiting for." The wind answered with another gentle hum, warm and steady. Tonight, imagine that soft Dharma song, a warm hum moving through the air, calming your breath, quieting your mind, easing your heart. Let the night sing you to sleep. Story 17: The Monk Who Slept Beside the Universe. A legendary monk once slept every night beneath the open sky, even in deep winter. One evening, a traveler found him lying in the grass, eyes half closed, breathing slow and peaceful. The traveler whispered, "Master, how do you sleep so deeply under the vast, endless sky?" The monk opened his eyes gently and said, "Because the universe is not above me. It is within me, and nothing inside you can ever harm you." The traveler lay beside him, watching the stars shimmer overhead. For the first time, he felt the universe breathing with him, soft, slow, steady. Tonight, lie beside that monk in your imagination. Feel the warm expanse of the universe within you, vast, calm, eternal. Nothing inside you is dangerous. Everything inside you is sky. Let that truth guide you into the deepest, safest rest. Conclusion: resting in the gentle arms of the Dharma. Tonight, the Dharma has wrapped you in soft stories of comfort, warm bowls of soup, steady candle flames, moonlight blankets, kind pillows, quiet hands. Each story has placed a gentle hand on your heart, lightening its weight, softening its rhythm. Your breath is slow now. Your body is warm. Your heart is steady. Let the Dharma cradle you. Let the night hold you. Let your dreams carry you to peaceful places. There is nothing left to do, nothing to fix, nothing to fear, only rest. OUTRO. Good night from Buddha Story Haven. If your eyes are still open, you're welcome to subscribe to Buddha Story Haven for more gentle stories, warm Dharma teachings, and peaceful sleep journeys. But if you are already drifting, may your dreams be soft, your breath deep, and your heart calm. Good night, dear listener. Sleep with the Dharma. Sleep with peace. Sleep with a steady heart.